Hi there, students. Within limits. So this says you can do more or less anything, but not allowing anything. So, for example, I will take you to any restaurant you like for your birthday, within limits. Yeah, I'm not going to take you to the restaurant, the Michelin star restaurant in Tierra del Fuego. Okay, at the bottom of Chile. No, so I'll take you to any of the restaurants around here, or even in this country, within limits. So, to some extent, but not allowing everything. I'll pay for what you need, but within limits. Okay, so this is talking about being reasonable. Yeah, if within limits, if you follow certain rules. So you can wear what you like at work within limits. Yeah, I don't know, a transparent plastic suit is not reasonable. So within limits, if you follow certain reasonable rules, being reasonable up to a point. Okay, so within limits, within an acceptable range, to a reasonable degree. So yeah, we tell our employees to socialize with the clients, but within limits. Yeah. I don't mind if you have a party next door, but keep the noise within limits. Yeah. Okay, within limits. Just don't go to excesses. And this is the idea of within limits, within the pale, staying within the limits of decency, within the limits of the law, without going to excess, without going over the top. And this is the idea of within limits, without going beyond what is considered reasonable or allowable. So they told us that we could do anything we wanted within limits. Okay, so yeah, anything reasonable. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. I think being generous and looking after others, it needs to be within limits. Okay, so not giving everything you've got. It's within limits, not going too far. Let's see. I think people ought to be able to travel where they want without needing visas or things like that, within limits. Okay, without going too far. Okay, so yes, but there comes a point when it becomes ridiculous. So you're adding within limits to a statement. This is saying that it is true only when you're talking about reasonable or normal situations. I will tell you anything you want to know within limits. Yeah, obviously it's in confidence, but within certain limits. I will approve your project within limits. Okay, so you're saying that this person must be reasonable. They mustn't go over the top. They mustn't become excessive. This is really the idea of within limits. I'm willing to help you within limits. The children can do what they like within limits. Okay, I'm agreeable to your request. There's no problem as long as you do it within limits. You can decorate the house any way you want, but within limits. Okay, so it's saying reasonability is the key with within limits. Yeah, you can do anything, but within reasonable limits. The company has the power to charge what they want within limits, without going too far. So yeah, if it's safe, or if it's reasonable, or if the price is not too great, this is within limits. So, formality. I think I would give this a 5 in formality. I think use it anywhere. Okay, so, yeah, you can spend all your time studying English, but within limits, obviously. Within limits.